and I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. Don't forget, on Saturday, I have a new video coming up, and it's a special collaboration. I'm so excited. So I hope you guys can check that out.
That's Bobby in the background. Hi, everyone. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Welcome in, everyone. Well, I got volume on somewhere. Let's see. Let me grab my remote real quick. Turn the volume off in the background. Hi, everyone. Here we go. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. Okay, we have muted volume now. Hello. Welcome to the Crafty Creators community. And I have pinned Crafty Peep, Tammy. She is up next. Her link is right there in the chat. And I am going to be putting something different together today. I wanted to try something that I hadn't tried before. Hi, Denise. Welcome. Hi, Liz. Welcome in. Welcome to Crafty Creators community. And so I went to Hobby Lobby today and went there looking for this stuff right here. It's Pearl X is the brand name. Jaggered Pearl X powdered pigments. And I wanted carbon black, but I also grabbed some brilliant gold. So I've never used this before. I've never ever used pigments. Let me know in the comments if you've ever used pigments. They're supposed to be mica pigments. They're non-toxic. Powdered pigments. I think you can see how that one's really got a sheen to it. The gold pigments. Brilliant gold. Deep luster. And this one's more matte, I believe. Weather resistant, non-tarnishing. This is deep luster too, so it must have some kind of shine on it. Hi, Robin. Hi, everyone. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Joanne. Hello, hello. Okay, I'm going to jump in and get started. So I've never used these pigments before, and we're going to use them. I'm going to use the black with this Liquitex. Let me turn my camera down so you can see what all I've got here. And there are some things that are off camera that I'm going to be doing as well. So I've got Liquitex. This is an acrylic medium. It's modeling paste. That's what it's called. I've never used this before either. So let me get right with the camera here so you can see what I'm working with. Liquitex and Pearl X mica powder. Pearl X mica powder, and you can see the powders run anywhere from $5.99. I know it says $6.99, but they only charged me $5.99. There were 2 stickers on there, and this I got at Michael's, and I don't remember how much it was. I'm sorry. I apologize. Let's see. It was, the Liquitex was $11.19. So but there's a lot in here, and you don't use a lot. So I also grabbed these beads today, these wood beads, 99 cents. They're half off at Hobby Lobby today. So my camera's, my ring light, I'm sorry, is shining on that. $1.99, half off, 99 cents. And I'm going to put those aside because I pre-painted some. I'm going to be using this hydrangea napkin. Hydrangea, yes, I think that's it. Hi, Fabi. I was asking you how you say your name when you were on your live, and I was talking to my son, and I didn't listen to your answer, or I don't even know if you caught it. Hibiscus. Are these hibiscus? No, not hibiscus, JJ. They're hydrangea. Hydrangea. I think that's what they are. Anyway, I've already cut some of those out. Before I get started, I've already unhooked this on one side because I'm going to string those beads on, but I want to make sure they're dry before I do that. I'm going to dry brush this, but not all over. I'm just going to get it in areas. So I'm just putting a chippy brush in some Waverly White chalk paint. Gosh, I am so bad with the camera today. I'm going all over the place here. Hey, everybody. Hydrangea. All right, there is a G at the end. Hydrangea. I'm trying too hard. That's what I think it is. So I'm just going to dry brush this, like so. We're going to go all over the front of this. I'm going to try not to hit every single spot here. Come back, maybe pick up some of the wet paint. Come down to the bottom. I am going to go all the way around to the back side. Hydrangea. That's what my son said. Hydrangea. All right. And I'm just going to grab and give the back a little brush as well. Yeah, I did. Right up to, yep, pretty much everybody, I believe. Yes.
Denise and Liz.
If you're still here, Fabi, do a phonetic spelling of your name, because it's haunting me. I need to say it right. It's either Favi, like Tammy says it, or Favi. So is it like F-A-H-V-E-E, like that pronounced? Or is it F with a soft sounding A? If you even know what I'm saying. I know, that beehive is so cute. All right, I'm going to dry this real quick. Shouldn't take long. So I can set it back on its back. And this, I'm not actually going to put flowers in this. I'm using this for kitchen tools. But it's kind of interesting that Fabi chose... Fabi. Thank you. Thank you. Now I can sleep at night. Because I kept saying to myself, I feel so bad if I'm pronouncing it wrong. It's Fabi. Fabi. Yay. See, that's already dry, so I can set that down. The front might take another second. But I love how the tin is showing through. And I picked this up from Hobby Lobby too. It was 40% off of $9.99. This tin, half tin. And it wasn't back where the other, like, shiny tins are, back by Woodpile. It wasn't back in that area. It was up in the seasonal section. And they had a bunch of different shapes. Really cool things. I kind of like this one. I got ideas instantly when I saw it, so I just went with it. I want to make sure that my paint... Yeah. I will now. I kept every week, and every time I saw you on a live, I was like, how do you pronounce her name? Okay. And we are expected to get storms too, but ours were Sarah. I thought loud, hey, Sarah. Sarah. Wait, where is she?
Sarah's here.
Sarah Borelli's here? Sarah has no idea why you're saying that, Fabi. Okay. We're pretty dry. You want to make sure that this part is dry because when I go to Mod Podge on here and then try to dry the Mod Podge, it will crackle. So we don't want crackle, although crackle is antique. But I'm putting a bee on here. How cool is that? So my bee to your beehive, Fabi, okay? Hi, Bethwyn. I saw you earlier. Or no, did you just get on? I think I saw you earlier and said hi. Or I saw you on Fabi's.
Hi, Dania.
Okay, so I'm going to put the beads on next. Can I get my handsome helper to hand me the beads, please? So, again, I got it. These were 99 cents, guys. And you know what? My guys painted them for me before the live. Not because I don't know how to do it, but just because I wanted them ready. And I just put them on a skewer. And these have really nice big holes in them. So I'm hoping I don't ride the struggle bus too much here trying to get this through. So we're going to string this. There's a little part right here that like has glue on it. Improvise, adapt, and overcome. I may take too much off, but that little knot is not going to go through. So I do have rope if I need to replace what's on here. Let me see if I can get it through in a timely manner.
If not, I can do it.
Sarah B's looking to buy something up in Cleveland. Lord, my baby ain't ever coming home. She's going to just stay in Cleveland. She texted me right before my live and said, "Hey, Mama, you think I can afford this?" And I'm like, no. No, you can't stay in Cleveland. You're too far away from me.
Twist it tight.
Twist it tight. Twist it, yes.
Take the end.
Hey, Tammy. Oh, yay!
Is that Bethlehem powder?
Yeah.
Said you need a bead threader?
Haha, I don't know that it would work on this because it's such big rope and the beads are like got these giant holes in them. The trick is to just keep twisting it so that it's twisted really tight. But how cute is this going to be? I never thought to put beads on the bigger rope. And when I saw these and they were only 99 cents, I was like, I grabbed 2 of them just in case. But once they started painting them, I was like, oh, that's plenty. I got to leave enough to tie, y'all. And it's kind of untwisting a little here, so I got to be careful what I'm doing. It may be too many, actually. So how is everyone doing today? The weather has been so bad in the southeast the past couple days. And we're due for some more. I got one. I just don't think it will work on this because it's so big. It would have to like double over and pull through, and I don't think it would fit. Tape on the end. Yeah, the twisting seems to be working though. So the hole is pretty big, guys. It's like as big around as my finger almost. So nah, Tammy, I got some. I got my little Amazon Prime. I ordered some a couple months back. You know where I first saw those? Loretta on Facebook with one more with Handmade with Love by Loretta. I know you know who she is.
Primo, how do you say that? I don't know.
Prima Poi. Is that Addie? Addie, you on? Hi, Grandma! My baby girl's on here. I got my grandbaby on here. Everybody say hi, Addie. Hi, Addie. Her name is Adriana, but she goes by Addie. All right, I'm going to tie this back in. That's Addie, Prima Poi. Yeah. That's my grandbaby. She's almost 16, though. I need to stop calling her that. She's like, I am so not your grandbaby anymore. All right, let's see if I can. I think I got it. It's kind of weird. It's going to be like a big lump like that one, but that's okay. Just pull it tight on both ends and then give it a trim. How cute! Look at how cute that is, guys. That is so cute. I like that they're the elongated beads like that. I think it looks so different. All right, so I'm going to give this a little trimmy trim over here. And now they're about the same. They look about the same. Hopefully that doesn't come out. I'll have the fellas fix that later. All right. Next, and I reuse these skewers. When I paint beads and stuff, I just put them over here back in my jar with all my dowels and stuff. So I may even, I know the guys are like, wait, we just painted those for you. But you know, it's antique. We can't have it looking brand new, right? So we're just going to take a little bit of strength here. And give it a little dinge. If I don't file my nail off in the process. See? All right, have that wood coming through just a little bit on each one. Yeah, that's good. Some of the shavings went into the thing there. All right, next I am going to get my Mod Podge brush. I'm going to put this in my water, and hopefully I'm going to turn my plate around here so that I know which is my Mod Podge and which is my paint. Ooh, I'm almost done this bottle. I do that every time. Forgive me, guys. Okay, I just made a bigger mess. Trying not to waste, and I wasted anyway. My Waverly paint is so thick that when I literally have to go like this, and then when I get to my Mod Podge, it's like pour, and I pour way too much. I have to keep my wits about me, so I'm not wasting. All right, we got more than enough of our Mod Podge, and I am doing a time check. It's only 7:16.
I wrote that very good.
Thank you.
And Crafty said I make that mistake too.
Yeah, it's
That's
like,
him.
yeah. She's okay. So I'm gonna try to. I don't like how these are flat on the one side, so I kind of try to go in and put a little wiggle on the end so that it doesn't look so straight, napkin-like. And some of these have the white still on them because I just couldn't take trimming them anymore, but it won't really show. It'll blend in with the paint behind it, so we should be good. This one and this one are trimmed pretty well. This one is not, so I'll try to make sure we get this one over the paint, and I have to save room for my bees. So I'm gonna overlap these just a little bit. I'm just placing them down first to see where I want them. So this one's gonna go here, maybe down a little lower so it goes all the way over. Or actually, Addie said, Grandma, it would be prettier if you started on the end like that and just went across the center, like so. And just kind of overlap them a little bit. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I'll start over here with my gallon of Mod Podge that I poured onto the... you want to be consistent with your Mod Podge. You don't want to get it on any surfaces that you don't need it, and you don't want to put too much, but you want to put enough. So it's a tricky balance, and you want to make sure, like Fabi said, you're going all in one direction, and make sure it's where you want it before you place it down all the way. And if part of it goes over the edge to the back, I'm okay with that as well. I'll just Mod Podge it down to lay it down a little. Now with napkins, you have very little grace. Once it's down, you really can't peel it back up again. So look at how pretty that's going to be. I know the bottom is not completely down, but that's okay because I'll get it with the top layer. I could try to get underneath. I just don't want to tear it. Just get underneath with a little bit. There we go. Oh, I missed a lot down here. All right, so I'm going to let that dry and move on to the next piece, okay? So I'm just going to come across the center. Let me show you something.
I love the placement of the napkin.
Oh yeah, on the edge there, that is kind of neat, huh? Thank you. Okay, so I was going to go under with this one, but since I didn't, I'm going to kind of turn it now to put this leaf on top, like so. And this does have ridges in it as well, so you want to be mindful of that and kind of push down as you go. And this is going to require me to come over here and put some down on top. Just to be careful when you're working with napkins not to tear them. That's the biggest part. Like if I were to take off the tip of that leaf right there, it would look kind of silly, right? Nice and even strokes. And you can see that white is kind of melding right down and mixing in. And using the brush sometimes too is helpful. All right, now the last one is probably going to go around to the back just a little. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to start right here and overlap with this. I'm really excited to do this bee thing because I've never used that Liquitex before or the pigment. Okay, so I think I said the purple right here, and then it'll go around to the back. Just a little bit on this side. I haven't hit it with Mod Podge yet, so I'll do that in just a minute. And you can even come in with your chippy brush when you're done and touch up areas that look kind of white from the napkin. And wrinkles are okay. We all have them. From birth to the end, we all have wrinkles, right? Wrinkles are okay. It gives more of an older look anyway. All right, so I'm going to bring this around to the back side. And it's okay that we don't have anything on the other side in the back because not everything is
going to share you out when I said thanks.
uniform. Thank you so much. So after my live, guys, make sure you head over to Crafty Peep and watch Tammy and try to make sure that you say that I sent you. My name is Michelle, or you could just say Design&Vine sent me. Make sure you hit subscribe, or not subscribe, but make sure you hit like. And then if you choose to, hit subscribe. So I did go around the backside just a little bit on that. I'm going to come back around here and lay this little leaf down. And I am going to top coat this as well. There's a little bit of purple hanging over here, so I want to get it. And you can go back and add more to the back if you'd like. So I'm gonna take the heat gun to the back of this right now so that this doesn't stick to my surface. Oh, I finally finished my chocolate bunny from the other day too. I put a coat of triple thick and Duraclear on it to try to make it look like melting chocolate more. Because when it dried, it looked too matte, so I wanted it to have that other look to it. I'll show you. Yeah, he's all dry now. This is my chocolate bunny all finished. I think I still have to get a little bit down here in the back, but I like him better shiny. He looks like chocolate more. So I did finish him. I have to post a picture on the CCC webpage. All right, so I think, yeah, that's pretty dry. I can lay this back down now, and I might want to try to dry the top real quick. So I'm going to stick my Mod Podge, brush, and everything aside. I do have these napkins if anyone is interested. Let me dry the front just a little bit. I want to get to working on one or two of these bees. I've got 30 minutes left, so we'll see what we can do. So I grabbed this.
Very cute.
Hmm?
This bunch is very cute.
Oh, thank you. Thanks, Tammy. It was your idea, Missy. Thank you, Danya. Alright, we're getting dry now. Before I start placing this down, this is a Martha Stewart laser cut stencil. Oh, it says it's adhesive. I don't want it to be adhesive. So I won't be taking any backing off. Unless I have to. Darn it, I didn't want adhesive. How did I not see that? I'm a chocolate girl. Darn. I didn't know it was adhesive. I might still be able to use it. I'm afraid it'll pull up my napkin. That was the whole reason for me to get a stencil and not use like a chocolate bee, because it's not adhesive. Martha fibbed. I guess you can make it adhesive. I don't know. I didn't read the directions. But you can make it adhesive. And so I have this, and this is what
she likes to be the handle because it makes a big difference.
Yeah, it does make a big difference. It adds a lot of volume to it, I think. This is what I'm going to use the modeling paste on. So I can add a bee here. What I had planned on kind of just going over and putting this right in the center in black. Tell me what your thoughts are on that. Should I just put a bee, Macanella, should I just put a bee and maybe some honeycomb somewhere with the plaster? Maybe the honeycomb down the bottom in black on one of the sides. I know that bees are really attracted to this particular flower. I also have Sweet as Honey. I could put right in the center. I don't like these flowers now, though. I gotta do my top layer. What do you think, guys? Should I just put the bee where it's more visible with the paste? I could put some honeycomb up here and then put the bee next to it. Don't cover the flowers. That's what I was thinking. That's why I'm looking at the white areas now. Hey, come say hi. Why? What's wrong?
I'm tired.
Oh, you're staring into space. Okay, I won't cover the flowers, but I definitely want to work with this. So let's get some of this mixed up. Mac and Ella. Someone came in, so the dogs go crazy. I apologize. Oh, it is adhesive. Ooh.
She said don't cover those beautiful flowers.
I know,
Small
I
bees.
saw.
2 bees.
2 bees.
Don't
No
cover
honeycomb?
flowers.
No honeycomb, just 2 bees. Beth Wynn. I just want to really play with this medium. That's my whole thing. So there's like a peel thing, but I'm not going to use it. There's a peel and stick thing on the back, but I'm not going to use it because I don't want it peeling off my napkins. So let me...
Yes, the bee or the honeycomb around the flowers.
Okay, I will put a little bit of... You know what? I'm going to do gold. I'm going to do them both. I'm going to do a gold honeycomb because I've got time, and I'm going to do a black bee. So this is what the mica powders look like. Let me get them up to the camera, but wrong direction, Michelle. Here we go. That's what the mica powders look like. Okay, and I've got black and gold, and we're going to work first with the gold because I'm really curious what that's going to look like. So I'm going to take some of this paste. I don't need a whole lot. I'm going to wipe it on my plate. You need more than you think you do because the paste makes it, the powder makes it thicker. So even though that looks like more than what I need, this will make it thinner, and I'm not sure if it can be watered down at all. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this on top of this. Wow, I'm losing what this is called. Palette knife. Not too much. So just about yay much. Yay much. And I'm going to stir it into the paste. Okay. And we should get a shimmery gold. And we're using a palette knife because we can really manipulate the paste. I'm just losing all my words, guys. You can really manipulate it, and you can add more. Like, this doesn't look too gold to me, so I'm gonna grab another palette knife.
Good night, Danya.
Good night. Thank you for watching.
Hey guys, I'm gonna try to fix on his computer real quick.
Okay. I'm gonna add in some more. Oh my goodness. So JJ going downstairs made the dogs bark. That's how barky they are. So you can see the shimmer and sheen on the plate there. But my paste isn't quite shimmery yet. So I may need to add just a little bit more. There's a lot in here. It looks like I'm adding a lot, but I'm really not. And now I know why the lady that I watched do this the other day added what looked like a lot, but she got the color she was going for. So it's looking better. All right. And the pigments I got at Hobby Lobby. I wonder if when this dries, if that's when the pigment really comes out.
Looks like it's drying fast.
No, it's not. It's still pretty soft. I just want it a little golder.
The night squirrel is separate.
So it's kind of making it thicker as I add the powder because the powder is dry and this is paste. So I do want to get busy putting it on here soon, but I also want to make sure that it's stirred really well. So I'm really mashing it down onto the plate here and giving it a good...
What kind of paste is it?
It is Liquitex modeling paste. Why do I always go in the wrong direction? Liquitex modeling paste. All right, I'm going to stick with that for my color. Kind of has that honey look. I'll put my lid on. I'm going to pick some of this up on the back of my knife, and it'd be easier if I cut this apart. At least I think. All right. So I could go this way with it, or I could go this way. I'm going to go this way. So I'm just going to hold it in place. Like so. And I'm going to push my paste down into give me a little grace, guys. First time for everything, right? Need more. I'm going to push that down into the stencil. Hopefully it works. Now I'm just coming back over with the knife to clear off excess. Like so. Oh, I missed a spot. And I missed an even bigger spot. Maybe I'm just supposed to lift the stencil, you think? I think that's what I'm supposed to do. I don't think I'm supposed to knife over it like that. Let me see if I can rub smoother over it so it doesn't look so... Okay. It could use a little bit of cleanup. But I'm going to let it dry and then go back in and work on that. Let me get a baby wipe. And we'll work on the bee. So this is a first time working with this. And I think once it's like semi-dried on there, I can go back in like with one of these knives or even with a Q-tip and just kind of scrape some of that off like so around the edges like that to make them a little sharper. And even, I can even do it now. So this edge kind of got wonky.
Maybe he said, probably use less paste. I don't know.
Maybe. First time using this.
Trial and error.
Yep. So I just want it more defined in between these. So I'm just kind of pushing the edges and making it look a little better.
Spray a little bit of water into the paste so it doesn't get so thick.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That is a good idea. Okay. I think that's not so bad for a first try. We've got our little honeycomb shapes there, right? I'm going to let that dry, and I'm not going to touch it, and I might be able to go back in a little bit and fix that. I'm just going to put this right in my... No, I'm not going to put that in my water. I was going to.
It says here, this says
All right. Let me get a little bit of black going.
clean while wet with soap and water.
Actually, it's a little softer as you go down in the bottle. I wonder if I was supposed to stir it first. Or if it just feels softer because it doesn't have any of the black in it yet. The powder makes it thicker though as you go. Put that in my water and let it soak. Alright, so this time I'm going to grab the black. And we're going to go over the bee. I did try this. I did try to test this out earlier, and the gray kind of came out black.
Tina
So.
said you can always take a fine paintbrush and just paint in between after it's totally dry.
Oh, very true. Yes. Touch it up.
Very little water.
There's very pretty, vibrant colors this comes in too. So I'm just trying to make sure I'm getting all the mica powder in here. Otherwise it's going to look more gray.
Thinner? Or do you need more spray?
I don't want to make it too thin. So I'm going to use my paintbrush to stir it, I think. The end of it anyway. So I guess you can water it down just a little bit. All right, let's see what we can do with the bee. Before I do anything else, and before my Mod Podge dries over here, I'm going to go over with my top coat. So that I can make sure this is nice and secure on here. It needed to go in that direction. And Bobby is right, you can see the strokes, the direction of the strokes, so try to go in the same direction if you can. And anywhere that there's buildup, try to get it out of those grooves. There. Just make sure it's all laying down. And that will dry clear. And I may even seal that after I fix it up. So let's get some drying power on here. Oh, that's getting hard already, so I might be able to just take like a carving tool and even use some of the paste to build up a little and make it a little more shapely. I'm going to put the bee right next to it. I'm going to angle towards it. Right about here. Okay. Careful, Michelle. Make sure that's dry. Is anyone else catching storms tonight? Thanks, Kristy. I thought they were going to interrupt my live tonight. Oh, that's so awesome. So awesome. I didn't know that, Tammy. So I just added a little more water to this. So I'm going to give it one last stir. Oh yeah, that's nice and pasty now. Make sure I have enough. I don't want it to stick. All right. I can even go back and make 2 of these little stripes gold with some of my gold paint, acrylic paint. So my technique is obviously not very good with this because I'm new. I'm scared. Oh no, I pushed too hard on the other side. My napkin, no! Slow and steady wins the race, right? Whew. Okay. Whew. What do you think? The bee came out better. Look at that. The bee came out so much better. And he is like really textured. If you could see, he's raised off of there. So thinner is better, definitely. Definitely better on the thinner. I went too thick. Adding water helped. And that's because this is thin enough to spread the way it is, the way it comes. But when you start adding the powder, it dries it out. So adding the water gives it just enough fluidity, if you will, to spread it easier to where it sticks and it's staying in the parts where it needs to. Thank you, Robin. The can is from Hobby Lobby. It was $9.99 with 40% off. I just got it today because I was going to do a wood round and I thought, I did a wood round last week, so I don't want to do a wood round again. But okay, let me show you my idea, what I'm going to actually use this for. Let me get my hands sort of semi-clean here. And then I want to show you something else that I picked up at Hobby Lobby. My husband's shaking his head. Thought you were just going for the Pearl X mica powder. Do I ever? I try. I really try. I do. You know how it is. Ladies, tell him. You know how it is. It's hard to I have, though. I have gone in and just got what I needed and left. But today, there was so much stuff I hadn't seen before. And I don't even know if I'm thinking right on that one thing that I'm about to show you. But
scrape off the other honeycomb, leave it as the memory, and add a new thinner section. Love it.
Oh yeah, I could do that. Yes. But after the live, I'm going to show you what I'm going to be using this for. So the unexpected, you would expect me to put flowers up in here, right? And you could put some hydrangeas up here. But I have a lot of utensils, guys. So I was thinking of putting this in my kitchen. How cute is that to use it for utensils? Even if you have like grill type, tools and things like that, and you want to put it outside, it's perfect for that. And then once I Mod Podge over the bee and the honeycombs after they're fixed, yeah, they're almost dry already. I could literally scrape them off, touch up the paint, and do it again with a lower, a more liquid gold color. But yes, I didn't. You see, Joe? I didn't know I needed it till I was there. Guys, I didn't know I needed this until I was there. Is this not the cutest tear tray you have ever seen? Okay. All right. This is my head, and this is the size of the tear tray. Guys, is this not the cutest thing you have ever seen? So then, of course, I'm like, well, if I get the little bitty tear tray, I have to watch Favi make little bitty things to put on here, but to get it started, I got a little bird cage from the jewelry section, and I'm gonna make a little. So here's my bird cage. I'm gonna make a little clay bird and put him in there. Not sure how yet. Maybe I could put a little piece of skewer through there for him to sit on. I know this can be made, but I am way too old to be cutting up little tiny pieces of wood like this. I may change the pictures out though, because I don't know, maybe the bird is okay. That's kind of a beachy bird though, isn't it? That's like one of those birds you find on the beach. But anyway, how cute is that gonna look just sitting up on the tier tray, right? Once I get it out of the package. Guys, the little flower pot maybe on top to give it more height. And this, let me show you this up close. A silver tea set, because we all need a silver tea set, right? So he's going to go on the bottom, or she, the little tray set with the little teapot and the little tiny cups. And this was all in the miniature section.
Kristy says she has that mini tier tray in white.
Do you really? Okay, now I want to whitewash it. Now I want to whitewash it. But yeah, now I have to go watch Fabi and everybody else in that playlist and figure out how to make some miniature things that I can put on my mini tier tray. Like I can change it up for the holidays and everything. Because I've got big ones behind me. I've got a big one downstairs. Where's my camera? And then I've got that one back there. And I tried, there's bunnies and everything sitting on it now. So I try to change it out. But when I saw this, I was like, what on earth?
Crafty said she had that little tea set.
Do you really, Tammy? Oh, you have the tea set? We probably all have one piece or another, right? But I want to put a bird in the bird cage. And I want to... There are little beads. Let me just use this as an example. There are little beads that look like diamond shape. They're wood color though. They're the tan wood color, and they're about half the size. And I saw Kristy with Kristy's Craft Room, not Kristy's Crafty Cottage, but Kristy at Kristy's Crafty Cottage also makes some tiny things sometimes. But I saw Kristy.
Cindy Lou does many.
Yes, Cindy Lou does minis too. And I think she created something like this from scratch. And I thought I could never do that. My hands are just too shaky. But maybe when I was younger like her. But yes, she does, Tammy. So picture this like half the size. And then it's kind of the shape of like a honeycomb, but 3D. Okay. And she took little pieces of greenery, like the littlest tiny pieces like that, and put like 4 or 5 of them into the little bead and made it look like a plant. And I thought that was the cutest thing ever. So beads, like you can do so much with beads, guys. It's insane. I've seen so many people use beads for so many things. Of course, their feet from time to time, you can use them as feet. But, so back down to my little project here. So the bee is taking longer to dry. He still feels like if I mash on him, he'll smush, and I don't want to do that. But I like how the antenna were kind of broken up a little by the grooves in the tin, because it makes it look a little more worn and antique and kind of matchy to this. So again, I am going to work on this. I'm going to soften up some of that paste over there and really maybe just scrape this whole thing off and start again. But he's heading right over for that honeycomb, and I think that's like the perfect little addition to this. And the color kind of ties in with the black and the wood, so it kind of brings it all together. And then you've got your little hanging thing back here too. And you could totally not put tools in there and just like if I had a hydrangea, I had one in my hand today, but you could totally build this up and put flowers in it as well. So whatever you wanted to do, it would be pretty either way. I don't know how I ended up having purple handy. If I had a pink, that would be perfect, but you could totally build this up like a floral arrangement too, and that would be cute as well. And you don't even have to, you could just put them in, or you could give them height if you wanted to by putting foam in there. But you could use this to store just about anything, in my opinion. Trying to think of a bow.
Squishing of bees.
No squishing of bees, yes. We will have none of that. No squishing of
Save the
bees.
bees.
We love the bees. Yes, save the bees. Yes, Bethwyn. I used to be terrified of them, and my granddaughter, believe it or not, is teaching me, you know, if you run, they're going to chase you. Just let them be, and you'll be fine. No pun intended. Let them be bees. So, let's see, 5 more minutes. Maybe I could start to work on taking this off so you can see how I'm going to do it. Let's see.
Take one of those things, hook under.
A wipe?
No, what you have.
This?
Yeah, go underneath.
And kind of, yeah, I don't,
Careful.
oh yeah, see? It's popping right off, guys. Let me hold it up. So it's already, the honeycomb is already dry. And let me get this up where you can see. It's coming off in pieces, but it's coming off. So I can redo this. And it is taking a little bit of the paint off, but that's okay. That's all fixable, right? So I don't want it to mess up my flowers. So I'm going to try not to get too close to that purple flower there, but I can come back in this direction.
You're only going to cover that paint?
Yeah, I'm going to cover it with paint, but I want to try to get as much as possible off. And it's stuck on there really well, so I'm really having to scrape it off. And with a layer of Mod Podge over this, it will definitely be on there for good. So you can see the ones down at the bottom here, it's taking off a little bit more paint. I'm going to grab a wipe and see if I can get the rest off with a wipe. So see, my mistake is helping to teach you guys how to fix it when it goes awry. So I just love mentioning other crafters, and I think it's really important for us to have each other's backs and talk about what we do on each other's lives, because without each other supporting each other, it's really hard in this. All right, so I'm going to catch this little bit down here with paint, and up here too, but a baby wipe helped to really clean it up. There's a piece right here that I'm not liking, and I'm afraid to tear on it because I'm afraid it's going to get there. I got it. All right, so the napkin's on good, and I just have to go over this so you can see. Once I get the paint on there, it'll look good. And then I'll just Mod Podge right over the honeycomb and the bee when I'm done. So don't forget when you
said that bee is my fave.
I know, it's so cute. It came out really cute. It did. I like it. Thank you, Favi. So remember, when you go over to Tammy's page, Crafty Peep or Crafty Creators Community, to watch any of us today, to say that I sent you, say Michelle sent me. I think I just spit on my computer monitor. So just say that Michelle sent you or Design&Vine sent you, so that they know where you're coming from, because it's more like a hop when we do these events on YouTube. Thank you. Thank you so much. A new series by Design&Vine. Can we start over? Right? We always can start over. We always can fix it. So make sure You're laughing at me because I spit on my screen. Can I even say that? I don't know. Anyway, so make sure you go over, and it's 7:59. Watch Crafty Peep. Say hey to Tammy. Say Michelle sent me. And after Tammy is Sarah with Sarah Can DIY It. Or Can Sarah DIY It? I always get that backwards. And then Kristy with Kristy's Crafty Cottage is after her. So make sure you watch the rest of the lineup today. Stay safe with all the storms if I can get it out. And have a blessed evening, everyone. Good night.